And Sam, let's go to San Francisco, where tight end George Kittle was asked about the Niners' Super Bowl window and whether it's closed or not. Here's what he said.
I just feel like at any moment you could kick a window wide open. Like, that's how I feel. Yeah, sure, you need good players on your team. Yeah, but, like, you can find good players anywhere. And when you still have Nick Bosa under contract, Fred Warner under contract, Christian McCaffrey under contract, Trent Williams, like, there's still plenty of talent on this roster.
I guess the faith is that John Lynch somehow is going to work this out, as he has. They've been very consistent in that regard, Dan. What do you think their top priority is to keep that Super Bowl window open?
Well, Hannah, their quarterback, Brock Purdy, is eligible for an extension for the first time this offseason, and they'll work on getting that extension done. Purdy's been the biggest bargain in the league as the final pick of the draft 3 years ago, but now he should get paid like one of the top quarterbacks, and that'll affect their budget moving forward. And you'll see them make decisions on guys like Trent Williams, right, who's getting older and whose contract is big. We'll see how long those guys can stick around. Deebo Samuel, one of their star wide receivers, they've given him permission to seek a trade, but probably they end up releasing him because it's a lot more impactful on their cap this year if they were to trade him than to release him. So there will be some turnover, but as Kittle said, the window should stay open as long as they have good players. I'm surprised George Kittle is a guy that would kick open a window. That never occurred to me before.
Oh, come on. The 49ers' priority this season will be signing Purdy to an extension. They currently have $25.6 million in projected cap space. They hold the 11th pick in the NFL draft, and they have some key defensive pieces who are entering free agency: Dre Greenlaw, Charvarius Ward, Taloa Hufanga, and also Jordan Mason, a restricted free agent. He filled in really well for Christian McCaffrey when he was injured, but of course McCaffrey really an irreplaceable talent. So Tim, Brock Purdy said he doesn't want any drama. He wants to be in camp. He wants to get this resolved. How big of an impact will his contract situation and the number beside it have on this team?
Yeah. Look, it'll be significant because, look, they've basically been paying nothing for a quarterback because of the contract that Purdy was on. So, look, it'll change things. At the same time, I think if you just look at the scenario and you think, look, they want Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy wants to be there. I actually don't think there would be some crazy free agent market, for Purdy. It's never going to get to that point anyway. So I think he's going to get paid like a starter. But this idea that he's going to reset the quarterback market, I actually don't believe that that's going to happen for Purdy. I think the team in some ways will take advantage of him because he basically hasn't made any money yet, and we'll get him under contract. And then at that point, I think what will happen is, look, they'll be operating just like most teams in the NFL are operating, and George Kittle's correct. There are other good players that are currently under contract in San Francisco, and I actually think the Niners end up being in pretty good shape.
Wow, but you think Brock Purdy might take a bit of a hometown discount. That's very interesting. I do want to move to the other side of the ball because when the Niners have been good, Sam, it's been that dominant defense. They have to get back to that identity. What should they be focused on?
Well, they should be focused on re-signing some of their free agents. We talked about Dre Greenlaw, who's an upcoming free agent. Talked about Hargrave on the inside, who's a free agent. Charvarius Ward, free agent. There are so many holes that are impending holes in this defense. And I get it. It's not the same defense that it was when DeMeco Ryans was the DC, even when Robert Saleh was the DC way back when. I get it. Saleh is back, but you need to get those weapons. Even Hufanga at safety, he's a free agent. And so you either need to re-sign some of these players and or restock in the draft. The great thing about San Francisco defensively is that there's so much talent. But oftentimes that talent, like we see on the offensive side, they're staying, at least they're under contract. The defensive side is starting to be outside of the contract. And so get these guys back under contract, get Greenlaw signed, or replace them quickly.
Yeah, I mean, their defense allowed their most points per game since 2018 when they finished 4-12. Their defense is a huge reason why they went to 4 conference championship games in 6 years. Coming up.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.